Look what happened to all the enemies of Israel. They fell into the hands of the living power and he wanted to destroy them. Sodom and Gomorrah also. The Most High destroyed them. His hand was upon them. And days before, alright, she had an injury in her body, her ankle injury, broken in 5 different places. I asked her, hey, could it be that the Most High judging you for something that you did? She turned and she said, God will judge. You understand? So our people, some of them, they have a belief that the time nobody say no in the heavens, judging.
The disillusion. Disillusion.
Like it had this so-called this religion, I can't remember the name of it, but it's a belief where they say God or a higher being created the planet Earth and left it on God about his own business. Now the scripture says, well, the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men. And he executed judgment. That is Zechariah 3 and 5. We'll put Baba Kushan. Zechariah 3 and 5. Zechariah 3 and 5. And this God we making known unto you all is Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahweh. Because Jesus Christ will execute no judgment. Jesus Christ said, come as you are. You understand? Where there is a faggot, where there is a lesbian, where there is a pedophile, come as you are. That's what Jesus Christ said. But the God of the Bible, he does execute judgment to sinners and accept the righteous. Go ahead.
Zephaniah chapter 3 verse 5 says the just Yahweh.
Just Yahweh. Just meaning right. Whereby if you do something deserving of death, he will give it what is right for you. That's why when you read in Romans chapter 1, he said they receive recompense, alright, for working that which was unseemly, which was meat. When you go into that word, meat is right. You understand? You give them what they deserve in a sense. Alright? And many of you are going to get what you deserve. Because you know why? You continue in iniquity until you go receive good. Alright? Most I come into disappoint many of you all.
Says the just Yahweh is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity
in the midst. The Most High ain't gone nowhere. You understand? And let man do what he wants on earth. The Most High controlling things here.
Right.
And you're going to get a rude awakening of that. Go ahead.
It says he will not do iniquity. Every morning, does he bring his judgment to light?
Every morning, the Most High is bringing judgment to light. That's why when you hear Sarah get raped by about 10 Ted Bunties, and when you hear Martha, she gets split open, and this one gets bullet, and that one get gunned down, and that one get murdered, is because the Most High executing his judgment. But what going on with them? They're continuing. And from every Monday and Tuesday of a certain month, every year, annually, they celebrated Carnival, nakedness in the street revelry. And they're doing it perpetually, continuous. Because why?
It says, he faileth not, but the unjust know no shame.
Yeah, all people that know no shame. They don't know any shame, so that's why they continue. And the scripture says what in Isaiah chapter 3. They profess their sin and Sodom. They hide it not. You understand?
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 16. And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment.
Right here on this earth is the place of judgment. The place where the Most High has given every man what he deserves. You understand? Scripture says no man perish being innocent. Alright? What happened to you ain't happening to you by chance. It's the Most High working. When?
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 16. And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment, that wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there.
Yeah, that is on the earth. And right now wickedness flood the earth. Because why? These Edomites ruling, Job 9:24. Earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Alright? So wickedness is what's being pushed throughout the whole earth today. So the Most High to bring judgment upon the earth and deliver. Alright, is elect, mainly to the land of America, which is the nest for these Edomites.
This is back in Romans chapter 2 verse 6.
I have a precept, Baba Kasha. This is Jeremiah chapter 6 verse 15. Were they ashamed? They were ashamed when they had committed abomination. Nay, they were not all ashamed, neither could they blush. Therefore they shall fall among them that fall. At the time that I visit them, they shall be cast down, said the Lord.
Yeah, the time the Most High shall visit them, they will just be cast down because they ain't taken on. Right now, what happening to us is, here right now, we are ashamed. We are ashamed of who we was in the world, and we come here to make amends. We doing this work as propitiation to the Most High. Right. To appease the wrath of the Most High because we was in folly and we shame. But you two turns out in the world that continuing daily in wickedness, Lord don't know no shame. Right, so the Most High to come and cast all you down. Alright?
Romans 2:6, who will render to every man according to his deeds. He says to them, who by patient continuance in well-doing seek for glory and honor and immortality, eternal life. But unto them that are contentious and do not obey the truth.
And when they come up here, there's be real contentious. They want to fight against us for telling them the truth, for bringing them back to their heritage, bringing them back to their power. So now this madman want to tell me about Jesus is a idol. No, I love Jesus. And that's the contention we just have with these people. But the scripture says unto the what? Contentious what?
It says, but unto them that are contentious and do not obey the truth, but obey unrighteousness, indignation,
destruction,
and wrath, tribulation and anguish upon every soul of man that doeth evil.
Upon every soul of man that doeth evil. You understand? That song just like the Sirach chapter 14. Scripture says what? These things were created for the wicked, and for their sakes came the flood. You understand? So it had to have another flood, and before there's a flood, it must have rain. So that is why the Most High create these smiths, create these scientists to make them missiles that are going to be rain upon America. That are going to be rain upon all these different places that the wicked hopefully and nuclear missiles rain. It just take one. Just send one nuke upon the land of Trinidad and Tobago. Alright? Mini Babylon.
It says Amos chapter 3 verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in a city, and the Lord had not done it?
Yeah, the Most High is the one going and do this evil that coming up on you. That's right. Alright, the evil that is done to these Venezuela, you see them crying out. You see them, the children dying. Alright, they're dying of hunger. Evil that being done to them is from the Most High. Because why? In the state of Trujillo, in Venezuela, a part of Venezuela, got this big erected statue called Virgen de la Paz, which means Virgin of Peace, where they just go and bow down and worship. As idolatry. So the Most High, you know what he's doing them? He's punishing them for that. And that'll run from Virgen de la Paz, because by Virgen de la Paz, I don't food. And that'll come over here. You understand? So that's what the Most High doing to them, bringing that evil, and it's from him. Well, let's give Satan too much credit. The Most High is the one that does evil and good.
It says, surely Yahweh power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets.
Servants, the prophets. And us, as privileged to be the servants, the prophets, our duty is not to keep these secrets within. These secrets that the Most High reveal unto us is to come out here and forewarn, to declare. Because the scripture talks about it, if the watchman or the prophet or the seer, roughly paraphrasing, see the destruction coming, and don't warn the people, the blood of the people is going to be upon him. And we don't want that. We don't want that because a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the Most High.
There's Lamentation chapter 3, verse 38. It says, out of the mouth of the Most High proceeded not evil and good?
There's a question. You understand? That's what the most out of the mouth of the Most High does not proceed good and evil. Job and all say it. Right. Shall we receive from the Most High good and not evil? It's a balance. The Most High is a God of balance. Alright? A balanced power.
So wherefore do a living man complain, a man for the punishment of his sins?
Man. The Most High know to inject fear, and you know to show love. Like the Most High, you know to inject fear into you, and how to show love. And there's a time coming now, and we are into them times that the Most High going to inject a lot of fear into a lot of you out here. You understand? Make you all you proud. You're going to be very fearful. Scripture says men going to have their hands upon their loins. Like women in travail, you mighty men that go in the gym or that's in the military or that's in the police force. You're all going to be in shit. Alright? Most are going to bring his judgment and wrath upon you all. Anybody have anything? The Ecclesiastes 12.
This is Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 14. Say, all thy lovers have forgotten thee, they seek thee not.
Jeremiah 30 verse what?
Verse 14. This goes into Israel. All the lovers forsake not. It's not what the statues and say, this part of the lover.
That's right.
Right? He said, all thy lovers have forsaken thee. He said, they seek thee not. For I have wounded thee with a wound of an enemy.
Because what? They're loving something that can't show love. These statues are the all erect. These gods are the all point to. In them chicken poop and shit. By them shrine and things. They don't have no spirit. You understand? That's why the Most High said, well, they shall pass through it hardly be stead and hungry. You understand? And when they shall be hungry, they shall curse their king and curse the gods. Because the gods that they showed love to, and they got milk to on a daily basis, and wipe the god head, and wipe the god too, and put money by the god. That god ain't going and show them back no love and no favor. When the Most High started to deal with them, he said, no, he don't take it. You understand? The Most High come. In this time right now, we're going to break down all them idols, cast them down, so that they are powerless, just like that, Daniel did in Bel and the Dragon. He proved to the king that the God that he wanted to worship was inferior. Alright? They were easily destroyed and confounded. But the God Yahweh Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, most definitely is the God of heaven and earth.
Yeah, and he's going to save his elect.
That's right.
When you go back to the story, anybody, well, when they finish, I'll come.
He said, with the chastisement of a cruel one, for the multitude of thy iniquity, because thy sins were increased. He said, why criest thou for thine affliction? Thy sorrows incurable. For the multitude of thy iniquity, because thy sins were increased, I have done these things unto thee.
Because your sins have increased, the Most High had done these things unto you. And it's only a righteous man who understand that. Just as in Maccabees, one of the sons said what? For we suffer because of our sins. They understood it, but these James don't understand why they suffer it. You understand? They don't understand why they are the lowest people today. That is why we the prophets will come out here to tell you all why. And to many ways, as the brother like to bring what our precept is 2 Chronicles 7 and 14. You understand? If my people which are called by my name shall humble themselves and seek my face and turn from the wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven and heal the land. Forget somebody can get from a real quick. Isaiah 59 and verse 1. You understand? Because the Most High love is willing. But one thing showing that the Most High that love, He not going to show you love. He will turn your back on you, especially if you're dealing up in dread iniquity. Because the scripture says in Habakkuk, for the Most High is of purer eyes than to behold iniquity. You understand? And as the brother bring all this precept in your pocket for incorruption, make it us nigh unto the Most High. You understand? So we have to get yourself right. Don't feel you're going to do evil and deceive God. It's a fairy tale you're living in. You have to walk the walk. You have to come back to the good walk. Alright? You have it?
Yeah. So this is Isaiah 59. Isaiah 59 verse 1. He said, behold, the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, hand is not shortened, that it cannot save.
Yes, the matter is not that the Most High can't save. It's not like Buddha. The Most High Yahweh is not like Krishna. Them can't save. It's not like Allah. Allah can't save. I'm just told in that I can't save. Alright, the most I could save. But what?
So, behold, I said like Isaiah 59 verse 1. Behold, the Lord Yahweh hand is not shortened that it cannot save, neither his ear is heavy that it cannot hear. Verse 2. He said, but your iniquity have separate between you and your power.
That is your problem, your iniquity. You want to eat more. You want to have sex with your neighbor wife. You understand? You want to covet what your brother have. You want to have envy. You want to tell lies. You understand? You want to deal up with the things of the world. You want to be a drunkard in the streets. You want to come and rub. You want to get naked every Monday and Tuesday and shake your ass. You want to do talk videos whole day on YouTube or on Facebook. I sin. You're sinning against the Most High. God was separating Israel from the power because they failed the close righteousness.
Hey, so like, yeah, Israel just shameless totally as what you know. But as we know today is the so-called American Independence Day, 4th of July. Right? Yeah, many camps went out today. Today's a highly spiritual. You can feel the energy in the day. You can feel the energy. Right? Those spiritual men can feel the energy. But as you were saying that, you know, there's this camp, I forget it, the apostles on him right now, they're saying he's a up-and-coming elder. Right? I can't remember his camp name, right? But he and another brother, I was about 3 brothers, right? And they had like a Coney Island in the background and they were preaching. And just as they're preaching, I had this young girl came up and she had on like a cat suit. She had on a cat suit, a short cat suit too. Her comment told was bulging. I ain't lying, she was sexy as hell. But that was her whole point. Satan sent her in the spirit was to cause a distraction. But the scripture said, hey, Israel shameless. You understand? She a shameless daughter. The brother asked her, he said, you know you're an Israelite? She said, yeah, how you know that? My father is a pastor. Her father was there, her mother was there, right? Her father, so they kind of rap with the father, but the father didn't want nothing. The father walk off on it. The father just slip out easy. And the mother was the boisterous bitch talking about she under some kind of cosmic energy. It's very shameless. You understand? They don't want about Shimmy or Shai. All day long he open out, he stretched forth his hand onto our rebellious people.
This is Psalms 125 verse 3. For the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of the righteous, lest the righteous put forth their hands upon iniquity.
So that's why we making sure and seeing you all and we keep them with distance. You understand? We're not going to intermingle ourselves with the folly that you all in. And why when that's why on Christmas Day, yeah, we gonna eat, we will drink. We can't just sit there giving gifts and making kind of festive shit. And why? Because I'm not giving praise to Yahweh Basham Yahushai.
It says, do good, O Yahweh Basham Yahushai, unto those that be good, and to them that are upright in their hearts.
And that's the most high not unjust. They do good. How the scripture saying Isaiah 3? Have it there? It starts at verse 8.
I want to finish.
You want to go now?
Yeah, this is Wisdom of Solomon. Sorry, Sirach chapter 7, verse 1. Do no evil, so shall no harm come unto thee.
Simple. Plain and simple. Scriptures say, do no evil. You understand? You have to constantly be meditating. How you strive to that? Alright, is by constantly meditating upon the fear of the Lord. You understand His ways, scripture, the commandment. I don't know what is good, first of all. Because many of you people out here don't know what is good, they don't know what is evil.
It's like the scripture says, who knoweth the mind of Yahweh Shimi Yahushai? So when it things like because I was speaking about on the new moon was what? Research. Right? Research, because we don't know our heritage. The only way for us to get our heritage is by studying. Going into these words, going into these customs, right? Going into the manners. Big brother Shaman, priest Shaman out of the New York camp, he spread led him toward the book, manners and customs of Israel. Go into it, we had to research, see what we used to do, which was pleasing to Yahweh Shimi Yahushai, because we call ourselves prophets and priests, right? So we had to research, we had to dig up our customs.
Just the soul of the righteous to it answer.
Can't. Finishing off here a little bit, it says verse 2, depart from the unjust, and iniquity shall turn away from thee. My son, sow not upon the furrows of unrighteousness.
Like with Joshua, when I can't remember the guy when he took the idols from the other nation and then people was following Israel.
Yeah, he hid it in the thing.
So they had to go and ask the Lord, say, Lord, why all this evil among us? But we read it in. Somebody had been fighting and idols, they had to go in and his whole household together. Whether that evil, so it's going to part from the unjust and the evil shall be done unto us.
And what I'm saying, I don't worship in evil. When you worship in different walking in different customs, you're doing evil. When you're taking part in these worldly holidays, you're doing evil. You understand? So what are you going to bring on yourself? Evil, which is sorrow, pain, misery, and distress. That's what you're going to bring on yourself. So this is what we're going into.
It says, my son, sow not upon the furrows of unrighteousness, and thou shalt not reap them sevenfold. Seek not of the Lord. Right, so like that's it.
Psalm 26, 4, 7. It says, if thou doest well, shall not thou be accepted. But if thou doest not well, sin light at my door, and unto thee shall be his desires, and thou shalt rule over them. That's what the Most High told him. You understand? He tell him, hey, if you do good, you're going to be accepted. You understand? But hey, I just does him out here and see that they hate us instruction. You understand? And then you people, you two-thirds, you're born into the ways of Cain. You're born into that kind of rebellious spirit. You know, that murderous spirit. You know, that spirit and diverse to the Most High. That's that wicked spirit. Jeremiah 5 and 23. But this people have the revolted and rebellious heart. They are revolted and gone. They don't sit there in their heart. Let us fear Yahweh and shall power that giveth rain, both the former and the latter in the season. He reserved it unto us the appointed weeks of the harvest. Your iniquities have turned away these things, and your sins have poured into the things. Just follow my instructions. Like a man, you have a wife. You understand? They say, hey, let's do this and do that for now. Good. You understand? That's what the Most High was dealing with Israel. She wake up. But Israel, the scripture says, don't set the back in this one. Say, much better than me. Yes, I do all kind of things for these people and they still go up. In Isaiah 5, I believe, he was talking about now it's a problem of vineyard. You understand? Well, we live in a vineyard and like you see, I do all kind of things. Take all these stones and plant them and put a hedge around them and put a tower in them and this. Still go and make wine fruits by. So one more could be done. You have it? Somebody read it. Isaiah 5 and 1. So one more could have been done.
This is Isaiah. Yeah, Isaiah chapter 7 verse 1.
Yeah.
This is Isaiah chapter 5 verse 1. It said, now will I sing to my well-beloved a song of my beloved touching his vineyard. My well-beloved had a vineyard in a very fruitful hill.
And guess what? That is not the land of Israel right now because it's not fruitful. Understand? It's not fruitful. Egypt at one time would have had to be fruitful. Because if Egypt was a desert, how the hell Egypt could save nations from 7 years of famine? If Egypt was a wilderness. Egypt had to be fruitful. But I sure it's when Esau went in a turn like that. Is it that destroyer?
Exactly.
Is it destroyer? Is it destroyer? Because when you look at the fertile crescent which was farther as Egypt. And right now there's desert. Egypt has never been a desert. And saving nations from 7 years of famine had to be, vegetative, green grass. But look at Israel. Look at Israel right now. You can't tell the difference between there and Egypt. There's a desert and all. A little bit more when you think of the Middle East, you're thinking about desert. You understand? The
This is Isaiah chapter 5 verse 1. Now will I sing to my well-beloved a song. He said, a song of my beloved, touching his vineyard. My well-beloved had a vineyard in a very fruitful hill.
Yeah, the land of Israel back then, not now. Go ahead.
Verse 2. And he fenced it and gathered out the stones thereof.
And that is the nation, he Lord gather out all the nation, Israel, the seven. Go ahead.
And planted it with a choice vine.
Yeah, that choice vine is Israel. That choice vine that you've been choosing from since Adam. Took Adam and that line, that vine, to that choice line. Right. It's like where you have the what is the name of the kamikaze? Is the kamikaze is called the plant?
Kamikaze. Kamikaze is the Japanese pilots that was killing themselves in Pearl Harbor.
Something Japanese or Chinese. The plant. The Benghazi. What is the plant? Right?
What does it eat?
The plant that they always trimming.
Oh, bonsai.
Bonsai. It's something else. You understand? So it's like you trim the grass a particular way. And that is really Lord, Holy Lord at Israel. The Lord trimmed Israel, and the scripture said the tree had been, you know, the tree had been dressed. So the Lord been dressing Israel, the Lord dressed Israel to make sure that that line, they keep that line coming all the way down into the land. So you choose the choice, but that choice line is the nation of Israel. Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 5 verse 2. And he fenced it and gathered out the stones thereof, and planted it with the choice vine, and built a tower in the midst of it, and also made a wine press therein, and he looked in that it should bring forth grapes, and it brought forth wild grapes.
Yes, that well.
Say, verse 3. And now, O inhabitants of Jerusalem and men of Judah, judge, I pray you, between me and my vineyard. What could have been done more to my vineyard that I have not done in it?
Yes, the Lord do everything like, but it's still going on and bring forth wild fruits. And the scripture saying Jeremiah 10 and 14, somewhere around they said, thus have these people love to wander. Wild fruits. They love to be all over the place, love to be on every edge. Shimmer sit every edge, every mountain on every edge. They bring it, they elect every traveler. You understand? Like Jerusalem, wild. You understand? And like wild grapes, it's like you're trimming your plant to grow only on your side of the wall. When you then wild grapes that are crawl over the wall and gone all over the neighbor yard. You understand? So the neighbor now eating you from your fruits. You understand? And that is the heathens eating from we're supposed to be our heritage, them eating from it. Because Israel loved to wander.
She's not right, and she had that thought.
You understand? Go ahead.
You see, yeah. Isaiah chapter 5 verse 4. What could have been done more to my vineyard that I have not done in it? Wherefore, when I look that it should bring forth grapes, brought forth wild grapes. And now go to, I will tell you what I will do to my vineyard. I will take away the edge thereof, and it shall be eaten up, and break down the wall thereof, and it shall be trodden down.
So that is what happened to us. It was trodden down. Trodden down to the wild grapes. And you know we don't get for the wild grapes now. And Islam is going to say all that people shall be like us. So we may have a worry. We may have a worry about it. I want this man to give me over you. I want you to worship in idols. Next thing the Lord said, I'm not. That ain't going to come. We get a scripture said everlasting joy. You know it's everlasting joy? We don't even know it's one fucking day joy. You know where's one day joy? Oh, you're gonna have one day joy when tomorrow you have some kind of problems to study. Because why you enjoy yourself is studying tomorrow? Boy, I will tomorrow. The fellas I can't stay late tonight. I know myself I can't stay late tonight.
Bookless.
Yeah, son? Food. One day joy.
They're going to beat you there. Where's that?
Push it back. I can't say.
It's not even a whole day.
You understand?
Couple hours.
A couple hours at joy is good.
Yeah.
So you always have to be studying the next day. Yeah. Like living in the kingdom. You can't feast for 8 days here. You can't feast for 8 days here. The nations, you still have 120 some days of feasting. You can barely keep one day. There's the book of Proverbs chapter 14 and verse 13. Even in laughter, the heart is sorrowful.
Yes.
That's not even laughing, not sorrowful. Because while they enjoy the sin, they still think, well, I read this. I can't enjoy myself with the actor. And when I don't drink, I don't go back to this dragon. Hey, everything. That way, time men just be constantly drunk. Constantly drunk.
Drunk in a way they sorrows. Like drunk in the tower.
Trying to escape. Trying to escape by drunkenness.
That is not the comforter. It's the comforter. It's only escape.
Truth.
Yes, hey, sometimes reading the scriptures, it's like almost like you just go at chance, it's like different thing. Because when you start to read and instead of thinking upon the scriptures, it's like the Lord said it's open up a new world in front of your eyes. So it's like you here, but then your spirit going totally somewhere else. You see the kingdom. You understand? And then when you come back to yourself, it's like, nah, when you had a dream. You understand? Sometimes you get a dream. And you vex your wake up from that dream. You understand? And hey, that's all because of the comforter. Rum don't comfort you.
This is Proverbs chapter 20, verse 1. Wine is a mocker.
I was watching, I think it's Constantine with Keanu Reeves. It's Constantine, boy. And a pretty girl. And hey, there we go. The girl from Mommy. She and Keanu Reeves was in the movie. Right? Keanu Reeves was going into the in the realms, in the spiritual realms, and coming back out with stuff. Man, he was heavily demon possessed, and he went in a mortuary and touched a girl, and like the demon come from the dead body onto him. Right? He tried to drink alcohol from a canteen one time, and they couldn't enter into him. Right? He went into the liquor store, and he's opening bottles of liquor, and as he put it to his mouth, the liquor not coming out into his mouth. You understand? The liquor not coming out, but when he put the liquor on the shelf, the liquor pouring out. And as he state these people in, the liquor not the spirits, not alleviating the pain. You understand? Because the demon's stronger than the fucking liquor.
Hey, that's why they call it spirits.
Can.
And I reason they call them alcohol spirits. Have alcohol, they don't have spirits. You understand? Because them till this open up portals.
Res.
You understand?
Yeah,
and it goes, it cannot ease.
Are you lesbian? Alright. It's just that he look like a bitch. Hey, so like it was reported that in Lavantil, right? There are some people doing obiana or witchcraft. And what happened is that what they would do is that they have this skull of some man, and they will pour punching inside of the skull of that man and do whatever ritual and give them up young up and coming bad boys to drink. And they'll put the spirit upon them to go there and kill mercilessly. You understand? In Lavantil.
Wow. Yeah, that's why Scott referred to this world as WFC. Work better with the church. This is one joke, yes? This is Proverbs chapter 20, verse 1. It says, wine is a mocker, strong drink is raging, and whosoever is deceived thereby is not wise. And this is twofold because it's going into what? The doctrine too. You understand? You understand? People is drunk half of the philosophy of this world. Hey, go to the rum shop now, you can see Jake head out in the rum shop. Ask if he go, where he going now? Because he got peace in the house.
Yeah. No worries. Once you head bad, you have no worries. As that head gone,
yeah, everything is bad with you.
B, I choose B.
Yeah.
In the book of Proverbs, chapter 30 and verse 21. For three things, the earth is disquieted. Going to that word disquieted is uneasy, no rest, no tranquility, no peace. Right? And for four, which it cannot bear. For a servant, when he reigneth, and that's what we're seeing right now, down on top of the list, servants reigning. Solomon said it. Alright? Ecclesiastes 10 and verse 7. For I see servants on horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth. Servants reigning. And that is the reason why this whole earth right now, it has no tranquility, it has no peace, it has no rest, especially for the so-called black, Latino and Native American Indian man. You understand?
Because for these either my town got no rest. And this is the amen. And they got to rest, they got to fuck your slave.
That's right. That's right. That's some more.
Right?
Yeah,
right? And we call it they are not the driver's seat. And then this is email servants. One of the reasons why Esau was asked in predicament is that the woman above.
Yeah.
You know, so these women who are going to head they're chicken. So hey, that scripture could be applied to this right? Women supposed to be servants.
And the scripture say, but as for my people, children are the oppressors, which is these heathens, mainly Esau and child. Alright, a reprobate, and women they rule over them. You know, women in authority through the feminism movement with the elites of the world funded. He's wicked.
And that's what they say, right? These women even wise because the feminist movement, which is to give women what? Equal rights with the opposite sex. Destroying their own self. Because nobody want to deal with their own attitude.
Okay. I see the article they put up today. Because the article say what? The woman, I think she for feminism.
Yeah, no, she against it.
She against it, yeah. Because she bring up
some nice points.
Yeah, she bring 15 points. Like pros and cons on the feminism. Right? And then they're vexed that man don't want to be with them.
Yeah.
Because all fucking confusion. Let's stick to the laws, sexual commandments of the
Most I say women is a weaker vessel. Esau say nah, well, they can be strong too. Go and get a job. Go and study, get a degree, so you can talk over your man. You could be the man at the house.
Do sport, I was watching on Facebook. Like a collage of women doing martial arts and shit. You understand? So I'm going to do sports. See women doing UFC, doing boxing, kickboxing and things. And they all getting tired of getting twisted. Because a man, a real man, a man who has testosterone in his system, you understand? He give you a good punch. You knock the fuck out and you keep quiet. You didn't make that mistake again.
Straight. And that's where these women supposed to be. Because Genesis 3:16, what I desire should be to thy husband. And he shall rule over you. Ruling over is not saying are the woman and the boss lady what she think. You know? Or are to make sure my wife confirm this first. Nah.
Hints. You know, this piss me off when I hear that. There's just pile up in me mind when I hear these men say you gotta go to the boss. They're like, what?
I think like because these men out here they really know how to be men.
You see their mother program like that. They grow with their mother and the program like that. The mother program like that.
And the great granny.
And the granny, that is
Big mama.
Yeah, the big old Jessie there. Always under the woman. Real men don't hit women. I asked her, I work in the other way. He said, real men don't hit women. I said, so she hit you, what are you going to do? Here, I can't be that. You got a point there, right?
Take it and go on.
Here, you got a point there, right?
She never think about that.
You never think about that. Here, you got a point there, right?
And that big point there?
Yeah, you got a point there. But you say real men don't hit women.
See, men don't think. Yeah. These people, they fucking, they give up they give up the privilege to think. Let me put it that way. They don't think. Everything else around them is what manipulates their thought. Social media, you know, TV, you know, the latest fad. That's what they think. They don't think. They have no conceptual. They don't use their brain. They don't use our muscle.
Then, not knocking the Akiums who went to college and things.
Hey, Lolo was an example, you know.
Not knocking the Akiums them, but hey, that institution, the school institution, that's serious poison. That's serious poison. You understand?
When you go into these schools, you just gotta take what you need from it, yes? Rest of shit is, rest of crap.
Simple arithmetic. Learn what the animals are. Learn what the elements are. That's good enough.
Yeah.
You know?
So right now in the state is California, what about South India?
6.6 earthquake.
Teaching.
Oh,
That it has
15.
15 or 21? 15.
What the next we call it to make it only just
15. So you telling me there's not confusion? When the Most High create male and female, which is two gender.
Created he, them.
So you tell me this man find 13 more gender, right? 13 more gender?
Even the children saying that is confusion. No, our brother brought out a video of that this week.
Okay.
A child saying is that, hey, but in ignorance, I think it was Ida Maido, say, hey, is that he or she not against, he's not a homophobe because they didn't know what homophobic meant, right? And he said, I'm not a homophobe, but I'm just against your teaching 15 or, because all the child says that 15 genders don't make sense. You understand? I'm confused by that.
Okay.
And because he said that, they say that the child is a homophobe. He said, well, what is a homophobe? And he said, hey, I just not against, I just don't know about 15 genders. I know there's male and female.
That's why it's confusion. Like I can't remember how much state in America, but it's legal to go and take your birth certificate and change the gender on your birth certificate now. In America now, it's legal to do that. You can go in, you can say, no what? I tired to be a woman. So you go now take your birth certificate and change your gender on your birth certificate. You can do that.
Micah chapter 2 verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with a sword destruction.
Yeah, this place polluted with homosexuality, lesbianism, feminism, you understand? All kind of chemtrail in the air, fluoride in the water. What's it? Atheism. All this plastic that we're using, you understand? These women out there full of sexual transmitted disease, hundreds, men too. You understand? You got to fight to push your run up in these women because they're filthy. You understand? The food is GMO food, not eating real food. So the Most High said, don't rest in this place. This place polluted. Why think when you go to the medical center and this hospital, you see how people lay up inside it? Because we're eating, the food we're eating, the water you're drinking, everything contaminated. Exactly. But here are the crackly people. They build a pharmacy to kill people more fast.
Drug in mind.
Exactly.
From pharmacy, go back to pharmacare. You understand? Drugs.
Exactly.
Western medicine is what? Western medicine, they call it miracle medicine. It's a miracle if it works. Because it's chemicals, right? Dealing with the symptoms, but not dealing with the root cause.
Exactly.
You understand? When you have the East Indians have Ayurvedic medicine, right? You have the Chinese have their medicine that go back 300,000 years or 3 million years or something like that, right? But guess what? The Western medicine is what potions is witchcraft, right? This is 1 Corinthians chapter 14 verse 8. Sorry. Salakia. 1 Corinthians chapter 14 verse 33. For the Most High is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all the churches of the saints. Right? So the Most High then make what? 15 different or 21 different genders. He didn't say a man could be born a man and then decide that he has an inner woman and want to change. You understand? When the angels, when the Alahayam created everything, in the end, what they said, it was good. It was good. It was complete. You understand? But Esau now, through the witchcraft and sorcery, saying what? If you have a voice in your head and you believe that there's a girl put in a boy's body, right? You can go and change. Many of these, hey, you can look it up. Many of these people who did that sex transfer, that transgender switch, they regret it at least now, and they want to switch back, right? But some of these, well, it irreversible, because literally they take the rod and tuck it and all kind of shit to make the vagina. So you ain't getting back that. You're not getting back that.
That's reprobate starfish. This is why we gotta be 6 days, man. This place, you can't survive in this place, man.
I have our next precept. This is Malachi chapter 3, verse 6. For I am the Lord, and I change not. Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. That's why the elect. Come on. That's why the elect. They're not going to be destroyed. They're not going to be destroyed. The elect are going to be destroyed. They're not going to be consumed with the fire. The destruction are coming. They're not going to be consumed with the pestilence. The famine are coming. Because they hearken in the elect, the remnant, the 144,000 and the 1/3. They're going to be delivered from all this because they believe in the way of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, right? And in this period of time, when there's liberty, the elect is going to be doing what? Purified, purging, right? Nobody ever claimed that the elect was going to be perfect as soon as they hear the truth. That's not the claim. The claim is that when we come in, we're going to be washed by the understanding of the water of the word. You understand? And what we understand through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, Parakakodash, the Holy Spirit, right? The Heavenly Father and His beloved Son, is that this whole world is out of course. The scripture says so. The foundation of the world is out of course. The whole head is sick. Right? Who is the head of this world? Job 9:24. The earth is given into the earth.
This is Job chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked.
Hey, it's plain to see. Because I said, hey, what I said earlier on is when they go into debt, Egypt was lush. Egypt was part of the fertile crescent. Now from Egypt even to what? The Mona Israel is desert. You understand? And hey, you see how all things work. All things work together to the benefit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. This week I was watching a documentary either on Discovery or History Channel. And they found a new tomb, right? But in this tomb, they didn't have, I think they was trying to find out who was buried. It wasn't too clear who this person was, right? But they had like, you know, Egyptians had a big gold shit. A big, like a big chain, but not chain, like a pan. But only with all the different drawings and right. So they was digging and they was exhuming, using a little paintbrushes and things to move away what? Dirt. It was dirt. And I said to myself, question is like, yo, I thought Egypt was desert. So shouldn't this be sand? But it was dirt. And I just made that observation there. And then the point to the spirit, the point is that, yo, because I just said what? That all day is part of the fertile crescent. All they had to be luscious. If Egypt was feeding, Egypt was a pinnacle at some point in time, it was feeding the nation. What?
Yeah, the fertile crescent. So the fertile crescent is a crescent-shaped region in the Middle East, spanning modern-day Iraq, Israel, Palestine territory, Syria, Lebanon, Egypt, and Jordan. As well as southeastern fringe of Turkey and the western.
So the fringe is like the head, right? The head. So hey, we have what? We have Israelites all in Turkey, right? What?
Yeah, he said fringe of Turkey and the western fringe of Iran. He says some author also include Cyprus.
Right? Cyprus. No? Fertile crescent. Right? But going back to Job 9:24, it is given into the hands of the wicked. It's plain as day to see that these people are the wicked. Right? These people are the merciless. These people who are the ones who bring death and hell wherever they go. Through their philosophies, through their whatever.
This is wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6. And start at verse 1. It says, "Hear therefore, ye kings, and understand. Learn ye that be judges of the ends of the earth. Give ye that rule the people and glory in the multitude of nations. For power is given you of the Lord, and sovereignty from the highest."
Hey, power is given to you from the Lord. Right? But we saw get puffed up because you're ruling, right? You spew your lies, your false philosophies, right? And guess what? You're flourishing. So you get puffed up, but that power was given to you from Yahweh Shem Yahushua. It wasn't of your own, right? You believe that you are a God, but the Most High going to show you that you're not God and you're just but flesh. Go ahead.
Then, verse 7, over 4. But because we are ministers of His kingdom, we have not just the right, nor kept the law, nor walk after the counsel of God.
Yeah, you are ministers. You serve in the kingdom, right? But you had not judged aright. 2nd Ezra chapter 11 says so. You pass along the rule with the sea, right? Your judgment will weigh off the scale off balance.
You say that's not God.
Now, the precept that you know quoted in 2nd Ezra.
You say that not a God, most side is superior. This is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 6 verse 1. Hear therefore, O ye kings, and understand. Learn ye that be judges of the ends of the earth. Give ear, ye that rule the people, and glory in the multitude of nations. For power is given unto you of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and sovereignty from the highest.
That's where you get power from. The Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Not of your own damn self. You understand? So give honor unto the king. Give honor unto Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Because nevertheless, the Most High said what He's going to take you down. You are your time to rule. You are the fourth beast. And guess what? He said, through you, you're going to be the end of this kingdom. Right? Through you, you're going to be your own destruction. Through your pride, through your greed, through your covetousness, you're going to bring forth your own death, your own demise. Right? And hey, that was to show when Apostle Tahar says that the elite, they be watching us. They be watching us. You see the other day, Iran say, do what the hell they have to do. You understand? Be ready for it. Right? But guess what? Trump back down. Trump back down. What the scripture say in Isaiah 2, Isaiah 14, you say, and thou hast come as because we. Right? Because what? I was listening to the news today at Iran. When they went, I think Iran go away with it, they kind of like saying, right, we're not really following the INF agreement. So Trump withdraw. Right? When the inspectors went in, is that they had a surplus in the stockpile of what? Uranium.
It's not the iron, it's the JOPC.
So what?
Because you see that Iran City, we are ready. It's Joel 3 and 10. Beat your plowshares into swords, and your prudent hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong.
Yeah, so that's we can leave these nations that were once weak. Now they're strong, when they're strong, but that same power was you exclusively once high. Right? You were exclusive for the atomic energy. You are the one that dropped Fat Boy and Little Man as a great example upon whom? Hiroshima and Nagasaki, two Japanese cities. Right? So these other nations, they were once weak. Now they say they're strong. Why do you think, hey, Iran, the richest is uranium. You understand?
So they're going to increase the uranium.
Right. Now guess what? The scripture said, well, put the books back into the drawers. The apostles break it down. True. The old USSR spirit. Right? United Soviet States.
I think it's Kazakhstan, Azerbaijan, Turkmenistan, Russia, Georgia, right? Iran with them too. Because when that meeting to divide the Caspian Sea, that Russia, Iran, Turkmenistan, I think it's Turkmenistan, Azerbaijan, Kazakhstan, they was the USSR.
Whole USSR.
Yeah, come together.
Yeah.
That's why America not fucking with. The only talking, the only all is just mouth. They would not touch Iran like that. Is Israel going to touch Iran? According to prophecy. Not America.
China.
Yeah.
China. Because you know everything adds up in the spirit. I keep on saying it. Everything has the scripture in Sirach chapter 5. Somebody get out the last verse from Sirach chapter 5. Just get out the first proceed from. You realize I'm on 2 months past and she says she'll be waiting. Everything adds up. Everything adds up. I'll tell you all right.
Yeah, this is the book of Ecclesiasticus chapter 5 verse 50. Be not ignorant of anything.
Hey, think Scripture says what? The spiritual man is in all things. Go ahead.
He said, be not ignorant of anything, in a great matter or small.
In a great matter or small. So a couple of months back, not a month back, Kim Jong-un went to Russia to meet Vladimir Putin. Right? And when he came out, you know what he did? You know what he did? As he stepped off that train, they offered him what? A plate with bread and salt. Right? They offered him a plate with bread and salt. Preacher man went into the manners and the customs. That was a representation of a covenant. A part. You see? There's a covenant. Right? So, you know what happened right there? There was a part, there was something secret that was done in the open, but only those who you know, those who in the circle understood. Right? Through the Holy Spirit, Harapakodash. So what I kind of like you know? When the brother brought it up, my mind went straight back to that incident because I saw it. Right? He offered, Putin offered Kim Jong-un as he stepped off the train, bread and salt. There's a covenant, there's a part. Right? So no matter how much you see Trump parading up and down, but Kim Jong-un walking into Korea and stepping back out. They never had a part. You understand? Boy. Or bull to pull them. Yeah, making sure the both sides don't walk straight to the person by scripture. Say them and pull it and leave back. Not leaving them like a cattle. Matching up with them, revolution and 16. Yeah, President Dallas and Lawyer Shomamba. What he was talking about that today? Basically, everybody's just fulfilling prophecy. Right? Esau is fulfilling his role in prophecy. Mockers and scoffers, they're fulfilling their role in prophecy. Right? Right? Everybody just fulfilling their role. Everybody fulfilling their role in prophecy. Right? Nobody put a man. Nobody's going they're doing their own will. Right? Nobody's doing their own will. Everybody is doing the will of the Almighty Church. Right? The actions that they take is on their own mind. How we know that? Because the Most High said what? In a dream, in a vision, in a night. Right? The Most High said the parted man. Well,
this is Isaiah 14 verse 11. It says, thy pomp is brought to the ground, thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy violence. The worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning?
Yeah, Lucifer goes back to the enlightened one, right? The Illuminati, the elites, the bankers on this side, they are the enlightened ones. But we represent the enlightened ones on the right hand side. And the head enlightened one is Yahweh and his son Yahushai. Right? So what? The pump is brought down. Right? Your glorious city, Babylon, which is America, Babylon the Great, mother of all harlots, witchcraft, sorceries, right? Uz, Ariel, all these other names, Assyria, Egypt, right? It's brought down. Because the Most High said in Isaiah 47 and Nehemiah chapter 3 that he's going to make you bare. He's going to what? He's going to lift up the skirt. He's going to reveal your nakedness. So all the nations know of your witchcraft, your sorcery, and your forked tongue. Right?
You got this stuff about Babylon too. Stuff about the king of Babylon and everything else. And back then, we had it. And because in Daniel 4, we had the tree and the branch sprout and all the fruits and everything lodged in the tree. It's like everybody was looking to Babylon and that there's the golden city. And I started the city of city, the metropolis. And there's America, right? So everybody had to go to America. America, it's like, you gotta go one place in life, you gotta go to America. America is the place to go. Make a movie coming to America. You understand? You like the one. A city upon a hill cannot be hidden. America right now is that city on the left hand side of one hill.
Both sides making them beard, you know. Trump pull a big bluff the other day. That he gonna send some missile at Iran. And then at the last minute, asked commandos how I'm a civilian in the area. They said 150.
Yeah.
He said, nah, you don't want to kill 150. He said, that's a bluff.
They know a bluff. They know a bluff. They shoot on a plane. They pick an Iranian plane with a something.
They want a wild back.
Right, but what I say,
They do that. Right. Yeah, that wasn't a bluff. That was him bitching up. Because he know, because I was saying he needs to know that these prophecies, and they're watching us. I was saying earlier on, as Apostle Taha was saying, they're watching us. They're watching us. They're watching. They know who have truth. Right? The prophets speaking to them too. Because they know the prophets are about Shia out here. Right? They're soothsayers. They're soothsayers and they are astrologers. They ain't doing it for them no more. They know that these nations ready. Iran came out playing and said, hey, we don't give a fuck. Running. Yeah. So that wasn't a bluff. That was him bitching out. Right? Because he said what? 150 is too much of a collateral damage for an unmanned drone. Since when you give a fuck? You show it in the movies. That movie with the guy from Somalia who was on a show with Tom Hanks, the pirate show. Captain Phillips, right? The Somalia. They had one when there was I can't remember the name of that movie, but I don't know about that drone. Yeah, with the drone, right? And they kill the little girl. They kill the little girl who was selling bread, right? That's what they just do. Enough time when they watch the news, when they go back in history, 1990, or the Gulf War and whatnot, right? Them selling drones, they're selling drones, and these Middle Eastern people in Afghanistan, right? They keep on complaining that hey, they're using the drones and they're killing the fucking people. They're killing people without any mercy, right?
Watch out, they sell those roads. Like Titanic, and you keep Titanic, they send them ships every time I war. Because why? Because they want to enter into the war. So you have to be justified. Because if you want to just bring to something that don't concern them, just to look bad. So I think it was with the Satania. They told them that they want to send American ships in the waters. And they send the ship knowing full well they're not supposed to, but they send them and they blow it up and then they see. I think they go a draft and they get much people to win the war. And they say that ship says just people that's volunteering for the war. It's the same thing with the drone. They go look bad for when they just attack people with the drone because people been coming and telling this woman what I forget she name. But what she got good news and she was saying, hey, so you're trying to tell me that you're gonna be justified going to war in Iran over a drone? And much people or they kill you that they want to know what's on a plane. So they don't want to be justified with what they do. So they want to look bad.
The night on that was that Tuesday night, I think it was. If you heard the reporter on Fox News, the reporter from Fox News was Satan himself. Iran must pay. They must know there's not to touch anything of the US. They mustn't touch nothing of the US. They shut down. That's disrespect. Trump is going to act on this. Satan came out on Fox News. I was looking to see if I could get it on like on YouTube. I was seeing this video. But that man was the devil fucking hell himself. You understand?
Yeah. And the other thing they just do too, as Bakazak bring out, they would collapse the economy and then they would turn it around and that the leader is the problem. Yeah. When they see what who put sanctions in the country,
so they make it fair.
Let me see what who send these proxy gang, these terrorist gang into like Syria, this place, and causing all these problems in the middle. They say no,
fake chemical attacks.
You know when they got terrorists say we gotta go, and they use a propaganda machine to get to be justified to go in. Just like in Iraq with weapons of mass destruction. No ain't clear there's nothing as the day. Just because Saddam Hussein turned away from the petrodollar.
And up to this day, right? Saddam Hussein, he went through a system on trial, right? But what to Bin Laden, right? They murdered Bin Laden without a trial. You understand? And so-called dump his body in the sea, right? And when they say these people are being what? They went in and they say weapons of mass destruction. There was no weapons of mass destruction. So where was the balancing on the scale? Were they made to be punished for that? No. They wasn't made to be punished because it was being done.
justify it. Because if we really take anybody in a city about Ben Laden without trial and cast on DC, kill thousands of people in the World Trade Center. That is their mindset. He blocked the World Trade Center. So, yeah, grab all the duty and justify it. Yeah, you know, if Iran, we ship that block in, they say, oh, it's Iran. It's not Iran because they come back because we refuse that in the war. So you know, block a ship, and then come back and block that in block. Seriously.
Yeah. So that one it takes to, because again, going back to that Surah chapter 15 verse 5, right? Be not ignorant of anything small or great, right? Because Russia became hip to them, and that's why they need to take. We had a major glitch yesterday on across social media, all the platforms, if not all, the majority of the platforms, WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, so on and so forth, right? Now, when they did that fake chemical attack in Syria, trying to get what the president was doing, not the Bashar al-Assad. Bashar al-Assad, right? They're trying to get him out. They do the chemical attack. Guess what? Russia say what? We have you all created a regulatory body for this, as you say, right? Why you're not going through it? You're just blaming the man. Why you're not going through it? Now Russia sent the private investigators. Now through the private investigators and the reporting on RT News, it was found that these so-called, they are crisis actors, and they had soldiers that went up into a hospital and told them to create a scene. You understand? They found that some of the shells that they say went off, right? The shells and the things that they was all American made, right? So now you can get two news besides the propaganda news where they sell on Fox and CNN and so on and so forth. NBC and CNBC, you understand? So they need to get the truth speakers off and out so that, as Magazine says, that they be justified to the spread. To the spread.
You look at all American TV stations, Disney, Fox, all of these, they're owned by family members of the elites. So they control what going on come out. That's why it's having this like the alternative news media. They understand it.
Alternative media news will give it on the point. Beginning on the point. Because they're not going to take time to edit. Right? Yes. So really,
remember the other day when it's like so was up I think because they put it over that gas. But the news that came up before is that was a missile attack. Like after they dropped it one by 8%, I think. And they get one time they get attacked. And I think they say always after they get second attack. When China doing it trying to go country of that martial law. To lock it up so that nobody can broadcast no news. And if there's actors that reporting in the police station and the KSL. But the point is, yeah, in the embassy of close police station or whatever. But when they do the lockdown and when they want to sit down, they turn the Arab board. I think it's the Arab board they call it. They have a satellite where they have their missiles on it. And when they were saying, they said as China dropped the yuan by 8%, they get attacked one time.
Right, it's like when the 8 days before Venezuela dropped the petrodollar, right? All of a sudden, it's earthquakes after earthquakes, then tsunami. You understand? Right?
But at the same, as on that point, I was saying is that they blocked the media, and the one news come out. And the same thing we want in Venezuela, who brought on the news about the ships, alternative media. You understand?
Florida Marquis, right? Now, why I give praise to just because the Most High put him a spirit. Each one tells on themselves. When they watch Spider-Man, when they watch Superman, Clark Kent, they always had what? Clark Kent, he was working on a news Daily Planet, right? Spider-Man was taking pictures and carrying back to who? The Daily Bugle, right? And who always used to be blowing them up? The editor. What the editor doing? He would come and he would always show you. This is what you're going to put as the headline. And this is the angle we're going to push it or promote. And that's what Esau was doing. Esau does with what? CBS, CNBC, Fox, and the CNN and the different news stations. But now you have unedited news. There's no angle, it's just the truth. Through the alternative media. And this is what Esau, the elites can't take, the unedited truth. Right?
Steve, take me one of these Spider-Man movies. When you bring the picture, it was a false title to the picture. He said, nah, this not what happened. He said, you placing people on propaganda. That's how they love propaganda.
So, hey, the Most High revealing this fucking devil and his ways, right?
This is Psalms. Yeah. Psalms 50. Psalms, I'll read this one first. Psalm 68, verse 8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. They were saying, they tell them themselves. You gotta keep using the same strategy over and over. Then you had with the sanction, put sanction of Iran president. And one of the this man name can't remember, I think he's one of the religious leader.
Yeah, Ayatollahs.
Ayatollahs, yeah. Yeah, listen, so the president said, how the hell you can put sanction and lead of a country? He said the White House is deranged.
We're going mad over there.
I said the whole White House is such a psychopath.
See, all because they're proud men.
Yeah.
They're not gonna move. They believe that they're not seen. They're proud because the Most High, hey, watch, the Most High have them super programmed. Yeah. The Most High have them locked in. They believe that these people can't see, but they can see. You know? And hey, that's why I love through the spirit what the Most High doing with them through that union. They see right now that fake union between me and Kim Jong-un. Because Kim Jong-un, hey, them Chinese are them tricky. Right? Them Moabites are tricky. He not with Trump. He not with Esau. He not with that league of Esau. He with another league. He with Clinton and this. You understand? Right? And they united in the destruction. They united in the destruction of America. Right?
Job chapter 24, verse 16. It says, in the dark they dig through houses which they had marked for themselves in the daytime. They know not the light.
Hey, that's what a thief does, right? That's what a thief does. A thief will drive through a community in the daytime and he will mark when he comes back to steal in the night, right? Scripture called he stole the thief, right? Who did he steal? He stole nations, primarily the nation of Israel, right? And he took the nation of Israel's customs, right? Partly the language, because they stole the language, the heritage, and they put it onto their own selves. The scripture says what? The thief come not was brought to what? To steal and to destroy. Right? That's Esau. Right?
Before you look to capture it to put it in the glass suit. But they'll tell you, hey, I'm not going and go up close to a lion to tell you a lion going and attack from head first or these kind of battles. So Esau, when he hunted nations, don't look to the history. Always the weak points where the cases take them down.
One of the things Esau done when he stole us from the land, right? When he did a strategic move, he removed the landmarks, right? Which is against the laws of Yahweh Shinel, right? To prevent nations to go back to confirm that this word is true. You understand?
Esau just need the team. Just the team. Yeah, Esau could do wherever he went. Because Esau could go right now and just show you that Iran cannot the own people. Using chemical war from the own people. And what? It's not going to go everybody. It's going to save the people from the government. You understand? We want to help them. Go in by all means.
Meanwhile in America,
in different states. In 50 states. That's why people they underestimate what therefore Moab that watch but coming in the street of America, right? He coming in the trade because he thinks he wants to set up next. They made the prime minister the president, the standing emperor, because once he lived, he's the boss over China, right? They have plenty propaganda, they have plenty politics going on that Jake or Israel needs to be in tune with, right? Hong Kong, if you say Hong Kong to somebody, you're going to say that it's the Chinese capital. Hong Kong is a city separate because Hong Kong was conquered by the British, and it's China and Hong Kong is different islands, right? Now, Hong Kong is in the news these days, right? Because that period of time that they had a contract signed for 100 years, that contract up. You understand? So now what is this? Jake just have no fucking kind of discipline, no kind of nothing, but yes. You know? Anyway, so now what they're doing, right, is that there's something brewing up there, right? But Moab, what Moab doing, right? Moab just following suit. Moab locked down all that social media shit. They have their own independent social media. You know why? Because for the same reasons that we saw use it. We saw use different video clips and things saying that, hey, this is what Saddam Hussein is doing. He's oppressing the people. He's wicked, right? Syria, Bashar al-Assad, Gaddafi, Libya, right? So China, he separated himself. They always see, well, they want social media, we have social media. You can talk, you can chat, send flicks, whatever, between us. But Lord, don't let this get outside and be contaminated, because this is what he's so going to do. He's so going to take it and use it back against us to come and destroy us. Right? So yeah, you don't get time with them Moabite, right? And guess what? Kim Jong-un is a Moabite. You understand? Is that really a Moabite or an Ammonite? You understand? They say we want to be Babylon and Asia. No.
Water all of it. Yeah. Most are using them to lay out his judgment.
Right now, China is not different from America. Yes, they want to be America.
Right. China leading with the 5G technology. Huawei, right? China have a cabooses, kiosks, right? All these different things they go in and there's no human cash out, right? The first it was what? First it was by card, then it was by phone. The next thing is by chip, right? You go in, you select what you want, right? And you swipe your card or you swipe your phone, right? They don't do cash transaction. They in league with what? The cashless society. Right? This is the present world that we live in. Moving forward towards a cashless society. Right? So to say that you're Israelite and you don't believe in the mark of the beast, the chip, you're ignorant and you don't see the spirit that you have about your shrine.
In Trinidad, and if you see the article, you see 500, I think it's 519 people, but you see a load more missing. 519, and where are they? Just now they will say here, well, when there's some estimating, but they started putting chip in.
Everything has to be justified. Everything has to be justified. Everything has to be. You understand? Trinidad failed last week or the week before. Some world standard for what? Some standard they even talk down to
immigration policy.
Yeah, the immigration policy, but beside that, human trafficking.
Can't.
Human trafficking, and they had something to say to about the police concerning even Slovakia, even though the Ministry of National Security had registration for the Venezuelan refugees, right? But the way that they conducted their business in terms of the registration and the background check and things for human trafficking, if these people were being trafficked, right? You see that they feel that, you understand? So it's a whole, you see, it's a game being played and a show being put forth to bring forth their agenda. But then I was checking out the so-called man, but he's not mad, Trevor Sears. Right, Trevor Sears is bringing some points, you know, the Syrian, well, they're mad with the Prime Minister. The Syrian man just elect, they're going to appoint somebody else over him to fulfill their mandate. And at the end of the day, right, their mandate is what? To get Trinidad, right, which is a mini province of Babylon, in order with the New World Order. That's why you don't have a high GDP a gross domestic product. You ain't pushing out nothing and they importing the majority of things. Right? Because it's part of the system. So that when they're ready to lock you off for insubordination, they will lock you off. Right? They might not have to pop your chip to get your niggas right. Lock you off. No food. Nothing coming in.
Nah, my bad. It's 570.
Right? 500. No? I don't know if you see the top.
That's where they can give a comfort.
It's from January to
April.
January to now. That's where they can give a comfort.
Missing.
It's in Laura.
519.
517 missing. Right?
They've been going down for a while.
Yeah, but yes,
wait, just now, pay back to me, something.
for years past. For years past.
Right to April.
I think April.
Yeah, that's like the
January to April.
January to April.
January 1st to April 30th.
Right to April.
So no,
Well, yeah.
We in July. So it probably
There's a new thing.
more.
There's a new thing. There's a new thing. There's a new thing. This is not something that we are. This is not one of the crimes. This is not one of the abominations that we are accustomed to. Right?
I think early in the year or late last year, every time I get going through this like in Shobona, the billboard, this one missing. 19-year-old, a 17-year-old, a 16-year-old. Then you see billboard up front, this one missing. A 16-year-old, a 17-year-old, a 18-year-old.
Somebody, there was the old lady, I think she was from food or something, so living in the Martin, she went missing. You understand? Yeah. So it's like, there's a new type of thing. Right? Either for the sacrifices, for whatever.
Body parts.
Body part, organs.
Patrick Manning was in power. It had 600 and something who went missing. So that was 1100 people for the year. You could say, hey, probably you could consider them. But if it's missing there and it's 5 something, we're going to break a record.
And I think it's sex trafficking. Is there word for sex trafficking? Yeah, they got a lot of them going down there. They find a lot of Asherites in somewhere in Chadwick Road, in some building. They find a whole heap of Asherites from I think it's 17, 18, around the age group. So everything being going on in this place. But what the most side just revealing them thing now.
Yeah, they're looking up police officers. Soldiers for being part of this. You know? For being part of it. So who got any guards? You understand? At the end of the day, it's all the way that you have about shooting out shot. Everybody has shot. Because there's nobody but whoever perished being innocent. Right? Whoever perished being innocent. And the same destruction Asher running from, fleeing from in Venezuela, the same destruction going to be met right here. 144.
This is 1 John 5:19, and we know that we are of the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, and the whole world light in wickedness.
Yeah, the whole world light in wickedness, because the rulers and people make what good people and evil good, right? So the moral has been reversed, and the Most High say, surely this will be esteemed as the potter's clay, right? I don't watch normal television program. My spirit has gone beyond watching normal. I'm not entertained. And you know, my son was just watching some music. He was watching like his favorite song, and YouTube continued to play music. And there was this video, I think it's from my Maroon 5, and there was just something like some animals or some shit, right? And the guy got up all to the bed with 2 women. He went into a room with another guy, and he had women with him. Someone has a tours, all these different other things. They become what? That is the way to go. I have men tell you, hey, there's no sex. Sex is not sex unless you have sex with 2 women. And I have men who tell you, hey, sex is not sex unless it's with a man. That's the world that we live in. There's no boundaries. Hey, funny enough, there was a movie, there was a soap opera. There was a soap opera that they used to show, a local soap opera called what? There Are No Boundaries. And that's what the world has become, boundaryless.
I'm watching this anime that featured on Netflix, Dragon Prince. And how So I seen 2 women. So I said to myself, oh, your father looking like a woman, so not only it's 2 women, lesbians, you know. So I like, how the fuck 2 women have a child? Then they showed us another clip, they showed Disney, some cartoon with Disney showing you, like everybody in a cinema, and they're making out, and they showing 2 men in the background making out. That's what the world come to.
The thing about it too, you know, as you're saying, the most I hide them things on news, you know, that could show you basically the most I do is that some men who watching and seeing to come out and that kind of thing. Like, hey, you know, this is the world that all they want to live in. You know, look how corrupt, look how ugly it is. You know, arise and depart, this is not the rest. Scripture say that the most I put a mark on the man that sigh and cry. Right, because of the abomination. So when you actually seeing these things again unbearable, you know, in the world, you know, you look to come out of the world, be separate and come out here, you know, and push it through. You know, be separate. So,
hey, as you go down, so they see these things without the time it's in. Understand? We see so much of packaging going on in the world. All these things happening to get here. There's a moment in time. Understand? That's a matter of time before, hey, just one morning you wake up and you ain't even getting up to stretch. You just have to get out because there's shit popping off. You understand? So just stick with your cutlass on there, baby.
I just one day wake up, police all around me. All they say is flashing lights. Like Kanye West song flashing lights.
This is Romans chapter 8 verse 11. But if the spirit of him that raised up Yahushua from the dead dwell in you, he that raised up a Mashiach from the dead shall also quicken your mortal bodies by his spirit that dwelleth in you. Therefore, brethren, we are debtors not to the flesh, to live after the flesh. For if ye live after the flesh, ye shall die. But if ye through the spirit do mortify the deeds of the body, ye shall live. For as many are as led by the Spirit of the Most High are the sons of the Most High. See, because watch, everywhere you look, the scripture says in Isaiah 1 and 9, except the Lord had left a remnant. Except he had left a remnant, the whole earth would have been as what Sodom and as Gomorrah. All we know Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed for homosexuality being the main thing. Right? Because they had many abominations that was done, but the one that was highlighted in the story was the homosexuals that tried to attack, tried to rape the 2 angels, right? That came to visit Lot, right?
You know, homosexual spirit is a relentless fucking spirit.
It's a relentless spirit.
Put it out.
A faggot is a relentless. Well, you see, hey, if you all remember the faggot that was in New York, sorry, in England. He was fighting to take buggery off the laws in Trinidad. And he left he left Trinidad so much years and living out there. And he come back with his faggot ass. And he won. Buggery is no longer charged. So now a man can fucking his son in school, grab him in the grocery, fuck him in the toilet, and guess what? He not gonna be charged. Right? He not gonna be charged.
So like, I remember good too. I think in the newspaper they put rape in brackets. So
it's different terms. That's what you saw do. You saw play semantics. You saw plays with the words. Called buggery would have a different definition by term for what than rape. You understand? Forceful entry or take by force. You understand? Now buggery, they might say that they have a charge called grooming. Where are all these things in the scriptures? These things are in the scriptures. They have a charge called grooming. If you've seen a girl who they call underneath 18 years old, right? They say that a woman is a woman when she's 18 years old, according to the scriptures, when she reaches her flower of her age, right? So they say if you groom a child, right, underneath 18 years old, right, and you have sex with her, there's a charge. So they can get rape charge, forceful entry, and they can get grooming charge, right? These devils are confused, right? They're confused, and they have a whole set of emotional, effeminate faggots ruling this world, right? Like when I'm watching there's a show that comes on at 6 o'clock on the tape. They have the reporter alongside with one of the high policemen, Alexander. The reporter is Marlon Hopkinson, right? These are effeminate. they should do this and they should do that, and it's always some emotional flick. You understand? I said the effeminate men rule in this place, right? So the homosexuals rule in this place. I want to flick back on this Romans 8. Because Romans 8 says what? Romans 8 says 11 again. But if the spirit of him that raised up Yahweh shine from the dead dwell in you, he that raised up Mashiach from the dead shall also quicken your mortal bodies by his spirit that dwelleth in you. To quicken means to strengthen, right? And what we want to be strengthened against, we want to be strengthened against their destruction. You want to be strengthened in belief, in faith in Yahweh Shai, knowing that he's going to deliver. When you go through Hebrews 11, it breaks down all the acts of faith. Abraham being faithful, right? Noah being faithful, and all these different men being faithful, right? And what they were rewarded, right? We're going to need to be faithful in this time that's coming. It's going to be the ultimate trial or test or prove it, right? You want to be quick and you want to be strengthened to go through that day. And what the scripture goes on to say, to mortify your members, right? We all are members of one body, which is the house of David, right? The house of David, the kingdom of heaven, right? Because where the people is, right, is where the city gonna be. The people make up the city. You ever see something called a ghost town? Right? When you look up ghost town, it's an old town. You see derelict buildings, tumbleweeds blowing through. What? There's a ghost town because nobody is there. The spirit of the people was there. Then you go and might see some signs. You might see some of the people who was there, but they're not there, right? But it was the people there, right? That's where the energy is. Alright? So the kingdom of heaven is these men that Sam cried for the abomination, the hope for the elect. The elect will make up the kingdom. The people who have common understanding of peace, of righteousness. That's why the kingdom, the scripture says, when the righteous rule, the people rejoice. When the wicked rule, the people mourn. The people are mourning right now for the four quarters in planet Earth because of the wicked that are beheld. Right? That's why the people mourning. But when righteousness come in, when we, the hopeful elect, come down with the husbandman Yahweh Shai, right? Righteousness is going to be established. Alright? But in the meantime, we need to mortify our members, individual churches. That's what we're seeing happening. That's what we're seeing happening. The Most High, through the Spirit, He pruning. You have a tree, right? And have some wild branches. We talk about it, wild olive branches, wild vines. You cut them off. You cut them off. You trim. You bring it in order and what? When they trim it and they prune it, what? It looks good. It's presentable. Right? The Most High is pruning. He's pruning some churches. He's pruning off some men. Right? And what you need to do is do your initial internal pruning. Your internal cleaning by mortifying your members. Right? Scripture says if your right eye offend thee, pluck it out. Right? Look for it. Scripture say what? Examine thyself to see if ye be in the faith. Not be your first judge, so that what? If you can judge yourself, then nobody else can judge you. Because at the end of the day, you gotta judge yourself spiritually and yeah, can. And repent it and turn back to the power.
Galatians chapter 1, verse 3 says, grace be to you and peace from Yahweh the Father and from our Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach. He gave himself for our sins that he might deliver us from this present evil world according to the will of Yahweh our Father.
Yeah, he gave himself for us to deliver us from this present evil world. The plane will be dwelling in. Right? Now you see.
Yes. But I'm going to come and more Malek the preach. Malek the preach apostle of California said it. Shalom man, it had a big earthquake in California.
6.6 ton. Shalom, Yahweh Shai, Bashima Kakodash. Kalalali, Yahweh Shai, Bashima Kakodash. That earthquake wasn't big enough because still have fucking evildoers living. Same thing I was saying. It wasn't big enough. You know? Both sides do good people. Yeah, everything in due time and due season, because what? That's for the people over there to be shaken up. You know? All these things, the Most High bring all these things as reproof for the people to turn back, but yet still they won't turn back to him. Jake not going to turn back. Right? You don't consider earthquakes, uproars, all these things. The Most High prophesied that these things will happen in these last days. Right? Turn back to your power. His name is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahweh Shai.
Right.
Turn back to them. Right? So them in spirit and truth. It says that he's a spirit. And he was just one on such to worship him in spirit and in truth. What is spirit? The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are profitable. Right? Go ahead, Al.
This is
John 6.
the 2 Peter chapter 2 verse 5. He said, "Spare not the whole world, but save Noah, the 8th person."
Hey, the Most High spared not the whole world. How the Most High can do that? I find, you know, I spoke to people in the past. Hey, Most High, how the Most High can do that? He bad, he wicked, how he can do that? Hey, this is the Most High. Because the creature turn to the Creator and say, hey, you're unjust. No, he's not unjust. It is in his power to do what he will. Right? And what he did, he spared not the whole world, because what the whole was utterly spoiled. When you go back to Genesis chapter 6 verse 11, he said what? The whole earth was what? Corrupt. When you go back to that word corrupt, it means about to be spoiled, to be ruined, to be decayed. You all are decayed morally. Moral goes back to laws. You're far from the laws. Right? Homosexuality is now a thing. It's the end thing. Right?
People demoralizing this place.
God, you see man, you're on the job site and man playing and they come and jamming man behind. That's not a fucking joke. That's an abomination. That's not a joke. You do me that, I kick it the fuck down.
No, I knock it out.
You understand? That's not a joke to play. Yo, this place gone. You see women, you see, just so a man and woman just had a look and see, because the same hairstyle that the man had, a fucking lesbian will have it too. You understand? This place is confusion. Go ahead, ask. You have something?
Isaiah 10 verse, Isaiah 10 verse 15, it says, Shall the ox boast itself against him that he would deal with? Or shall the soul magnify itself against him that shaketh it? As if the rod should shake itself against them that lift it up, or as if the staff should lift up itself, as if it were no wood.
Yeah, these people, they speak God, but they don't believe in the Most High. The Most High power, the Almighty power, Al-Shadia, Al-Almighty God means what? Al-Shadia in Hebrew. Terrible, demon-like power. That's the power that you're dealing with. Right? That's the power that you're dealing with. These are terrible, demon-like power. When the Most High sent forth the destroyer, which is Yahweh Shai, by the way, those who can receive it. The Savior, he's the destroyer. Right? And he's coming forth to destroy. Right? Go back to your precept, Baba Kosha. Start from the top again.
Saved by the sword and killed by the sword.
Second Peter chapter 2 verse 5. And spared not the whole world.
Yeah, he spared not the whole world. There was a flood. Different civilizations, the Sumerians, and come on down, the Moabites, they have records of the flood. In Turkey, Mount Ararat, Turkey, they found the ark. They found Noah's ark. They also found an anchor stone. On the anchor stone, they had what 8 so-called crosses, representing the 8 souls that were saved. Noah, his wife, his 3 sons and their 3 wives. 8 souls, right? So different civilizations have records of the flood, right? More, the calligraphy for the number 8 is what a ship with 8 strokes, right? Because they identified that the flood story did happen.
Good.
Right? Go ahead.
2 Peter chapter 2 verse 5. And spared not the whole world, but saved Noah, the 8th person, a preacher of righteousness.
A preacher of righteousness.
Bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly.
Right, he brought in the flood of water. Right? And you're hypocrites. You're mocking, deceitful, nasty abominations to what? The covenant of the Most High, which he made between Noah and with all Israel, right? All the world, basically that he's not going to flood the earth again by water, which is what the bow in the sky that we see after the rain, the rainbow, right? That was the covenant that the Most High made with us. That he's not going to flood the earth by water again. You don't make that as a symbol of what? Your homosexuality, LGBTQ, the whole fucking alphabet of abomination. You don't make that your symbol. Right? But that's a symbol of the Most High, or covenant of the Most High between us and him, that he wouldn't flood. But guess what? What?
Yeah. He said, verse 6, and turning the city of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemning them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly, and deliver just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked, for that righteous man dwelling among them, in seeing and hearing, vexed his righteous soul from day to day with the unlawful deeds.
Right, so he delivered just Lot, right? And this time the destruction is not going to come by water, it's going to come by fire. Because the scripture has said he left Sodom and Gomorrah. So the situation that happened in Sodom and Gomorrah, taking all into consideration, right? The main point he highlighted the story that when the angels came and they came and Lot invited them into his house as per custom of hospitality, right? That these men of the city, right? The men of the city, right? I went into it just now. The people in the city, the vibration, the energy of the city was what? Homosexuality, lesbianism, bestiality, right? These men wanted to sleep with the angels. Lot had 2 daughters, virgin, and he offered them to the men, and the men said, no, we want the men. The men, the angels who appeared as men, yeah, can't. It was a dread spirit, but guess what? Here is even worse than Sodom and Gomorrah. Right now, presently, it's worse than Sodom and Gomorrah. Because in Sodom and Gomorrah, there wasn't transvestites. There wasn't sex exchange. Right? Somebody posted that. I just say, literally be 22. 22 and come 21 and 5. Don't wear one another school. So for the little was crossed, just sit back there. Well, definitely, but it's still well, cutting on the break. We don't know. We don't know because really actually we saw through the archaeologists could be digging up and getting the old medical records and seeing how they used to do it. You understand? Because when you watch some of the Greek gods, there was like Dionysus, there was Andromedus, man, woman. You understand? You see them with breasts. Like the other day we saw the video with the fucking sheep. The transvestite. She looked like a proper woman. When the man come around with the camera, she had breasts and everything. She back even look like a woman. When he come around, it was a man peeing. It was a penis holding out. You understand?
Second Esdras, chapter 2, verse 8. Woe be unto thee, Ashur, thou that hidest thy unrighteousness in thee. O thou wicked people, remember what I did unto Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yeah, the Most High called into memory. He said, remember what I did unto Sodom and Gomorrah. Remember. He rained from the chariots, from the clouds, right? He rained fire and brimstone, right? He's going to rain fire and brimstone once again, but in the form of arrows, as the Bible describes them. That arrow represents, metaphorically, the missiles, the ICBMs, the intercontinental ballistic missiles. Missiles are going to be shot from one continent, Russia, to the other continent, America, to make it what? To make the land desolate and the home of desert creatures, right? There's not going to be a memorial like how ISIS was going into ancient Sumeria or Sumeria just the other day, right? And they was destroying what it wasn't Sphinx, it was like the lion head, the eagle head with the lion body. I forget what it's called. I think it's not a Sphinx. It's not a Sphinx. Sphinx is the one they have in Egypt. It's not a Sphinx. I forget the name of it, right? But they was going in and doing that. They had different artifacts that they was destroying. They actually set off bombs and blew up a whole city. They blew up a city in Palmyra. They blew up artifacts in museums and shit in Palmyra, right? They're not going to have that because the Most High said he's going to destroy America, make it be totally, utterly waste, right?
See this RBT using the rainbow symbol also.
No, because it means that they're in league. We go right up the road there, Eastern Credit Union. Right. They was flying the rainbow flag. All of them in the league, right?
That covenant that the Most High made with the world that he would destroy the earth again by means a flood. They hold on to that, telling themselves that they wouldn't be destroyed. They will be going on forever.
You were saying that the Most High need to apologize to them too.
Yeah. Most I need to apologize for Saddam for destroying Saddam and Gomorrah. You know?
Nuclear fire.
That's right. Yeah, please. Why? 8 and 11. 8 and 11. Ecclesiastes 8 and 11.
And our worders always go with that game parade bullshit and pride.
6 things I hate, 7 is abomination. A proud look. First thing Most I say hate, a proud look. Most I hate the crowd. He come, he said, he expressed, he said he's coming back to destroy the crowd. You understand? What?
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse
You see, the people are not ignorant of the Most High words. They just don't fear. They just don't fear Yahweh Shem Yahushai. But the elect of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, they fear. That's why they out here making the bodies a living sacrifice. Right? That's why they out here purifying themselves, being cleansed with the word, with the understanding of how to please our Creator Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Right? That's why we out here. Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily.
Yeah, the sentence of judgment is not executed speedily. Right? You're not being destroyed. Back in the days when the law ruled, right? When Moses got the law, the tablets and came and gave to the nation of Israel, when the law ruled, there was quick judgment. Right? A man broke the Sabbath by picking up sticks. The Most High said, put him to fucking death. He was struck down. Right? Them days, you commit adultery, the woman was put in front of the city, and she was stoned to death, right? So you had no adultery, because I put fear in the other woman to keep her with a state of home. You have a husband, keep your husband. You understand? But because what?
Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily. Therefore, the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
You'll continue to read, but hold on, right? Therefore, the heart of the sons of men is to continue to do evil. You have three kinds on the planet. You have the sons of the Most High, which represents the nation of Israel, right? Yasharala, right? You have the sons of men, Eden, and you have the sons of the wicked, that is Esau, right? Therefore, it's in the heart of the sons of men. Now, the scripture says in Psalms 73, David said, I was envious at the wicked when I saw the prosperity and the foolish. Right? So you have these different so-called organizations, so-called businesses. I guess who prospers? You know what? One of the brothers breaking news to man was, it was sad. I don't say, even tell my mom. I say, hey, stop my son's favorite song was that Old Town Road from Lil Nas X. I say, hey, cut him off from listening to that. I said, oh, don't even watching the video. I say, why? I said, because that fucking faggot. Nas X is a faggot. I heard that. I don't know what true it is. I'm going to tell me that. Little Nas X. The guy who sang Old Town Road. Right? You know, to prosper in this kingdom, I think this girl, Lil Ma is her name, the rapper. Young Ma. Young Amy? Yeah. She couldn't get a contract. But when they say she can rap, but her style or her demeanor was not befitting to the industry. But you know what she announced? She announced that she's a lesbian. All those who put. Right?
She an next artist. I remember the next artist. No, but I think it's this fella from Lord of the Rings. But Gandalf, whoever he was, when he came out openly that he was a homo, he was started to get recognized. And he's the one who actually opened the doors for homosexuals in the entertainment industry.
Yeah, one of the things that happened, like we didn't know that it had such a big following in Trinidad, you know. But there was a nightclub fire in Spain, I think, or Brazil. And when it was like a homosexual nightclub, and when how much ever died in that nightclub fire, what happened was that the homosexual league down here, they came out. Rohan Sinan, I think is I think he was on television supporting a big thing that they had down in Savannah. It might not have been Rohan Sinan. Let me think. I think it's him. You can remember it being him? Go and see that? Yeah, there's a minister, a parliamentary minister, you know. All these bitches watching, but nevertheless, they're on the TV6, they're on the local news. And they was out there in support of the homosexuality, the Archbishop of the Catholic Church. Right? All of them in support. The Archbishop had the same words to say here and in Barbados. Right? Here and Barbados had in the same year had the first gay pride parades. Right? And what he said, it goes to show that we have a proper working democracy. It goes to show that the Most High is not dealing with democracy. Again. Right? This place is completely fucking wicked.
So they actually have a Facebook gay something group.
You have two groups.
Very big.
You have two groups. There's a boisterous group. There's a group. I can't remember the names, the acronyms, right? But there are two groups. There's one that is boisterous. That's the one that the minister was on in the savannah speaking about. And there's another group that is quiet behind the scenes. They fund everything. MSM is one of the groups. Men, sex, men. And we have a next group. I don't know if... Huh?
Kaiso.
MSM and Kaiso. Yeah, MSM and Kaiso. Right, so MSM might be the quiet one and Kaiso is the outlaw one. And MSM, what they do, they fund everything. They are the financiers. And they are the big businesses, the big franchises. They are the ones behind the big franchises and businesses. You see? So the wicked is going to be the wickedness is going to be promoted, right? And exalted, but the righteousness is going to be what? Shunned and defamed. Right? So this is why we make it all. This is how. When the scripture says 444, when the scripture says that we make our bodies a living sacrifice. Right? So we out here speaking the truth. And speaking against the abomination. Right? How could man lie with mankind? The both of them shall be put to death as an abomination. Right? But guess what? The brother just read it. And he go back to it. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily. It sets in the heart of men to what? To do evil. Continue.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 8 verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily. Therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. Though a sinner do evil 100 times.
Though he do evil 100 times, go ahead.
And his days be prolonged.
Yeah, so it seems like your days prolonged. You don't even get so proud to say what? You know, they brought it out that Paul Mooney, which is a jail, but he himself lived like a fucking faggot, right? He had the feminine ways, his move, right? He said, he was one of the men that said that the Most High will have to apologize for Sodom and Egypt if he doesn't destroy Sodom and Gomorrah, if he doesn't destroy America or something so. Or destroy Hollywood, if he doesn't destroy Hollywood, right? But
yeah, verse 12. Ecclesiastes chapter 5. Ecclesiastes chapter 8 verse 12. Though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear Yahweh.
Yeah, yet surely he knows that it will be well with them that fear Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Harakakodash. Right? Because the Most High said he's angry with the wicked every day. You understand? The Most High hates sin. Sin is an abomination in the sight of the Most High. So that is why it's going to be well with those that fear Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, because they're not going to transgress his ways. Somebody give me Sirach chapter 2 verse 15.
This is something that somebody that's not been who come out and say she was a lesbian and then she get forward, right? Same RBT will have up the rainbow sign, and then that is basically a symbol to let them know that hey, for them to go there and get alone. You understand why we catch you until they get going through all the madness.
I catch my tail, yeah.
They won't get alone easy.
I catch my tail, yes. I catch my tail. They had this fire worm.
You'll get John 7:7 after Bakusha.
Yeah. This is
chapter 2, verse 15.
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 2, verse 15. He said, they that fear the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai will not disobey his word.
They will not disobey his words. What?
And they that love him will keep his ways.
They will keep his ways. And his ways is to hate evil. Scripture says to hate evil. John 7:7.
Oh, yeah, John 7:7. Go ahead.
John chapter 7 verse 7 says the world cannot hate you, but me it hates you.
Yeah, the world hate Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. They say, what has thou to do with us, with thy ways? Right? They don't want the ways of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. It's too straight, it's too fast for them. Right? Now when scripture says the entrance of this world is wide, you understand? Who has no will to is the motor today. Right?
Because I testify of it that the works thereof are evil.
How the Most High testify that the works thereof are evil? Through the prophets. Right. Because these pastors up in the churches are speaking about evilness. They say, come as you are. Come as a homosexual. I ain't gay no more. I ain't gay no more. That's what the Most High not dealing with that shit. We know about no show out here. Right? The Most High ain't dealing with that shit. That spirit in purge. Because waiting for that spirit to get purged. What?
You were saying the right thing, in the spirit, you were saying the right thing, you were saying he gay no more, meaning he happy. And he had on no gay clothing. You understand? Which is a beautiful apparel. So he was right in the spirit. He's a fucking homo.
That's right.
Exactly.
He's an abomination.
Exactly.
He put to death. They say they're going to learn through death like Cain. Right? That's how you're going to be not gay anymore. Yeah. Right? That ex-sodomite, that relapse. No, fucking faggot boy. You're abomination. And Most High going to throw your ass up there. You're filthy being around brothers. And you're now wickedness.
Sirach chapter 10, Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 7 says, I read from verse 6, it says, folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place.
Folly is in great dignity, right? Because we are the wicked ruling. All manner of foolishness is what goes by. Right?
This place here, you can see the level of stupidity in this place, and look at the simple traffic laws and the level of stupidity uncalled for.
One of the so-called great Edomite leaders, Caligula used to support the sports. You see at the top. I think it's Alexander the Great parents who are the force of the woman.
Lock him up in the room.
You understand? This is the woman. Right? You might be homosexual by nature. And your woman running naked in the street. They actually putting the girls outside here. You want men that having sex with us or husbands. You know, complaining about husbands and men in Europe. Guess what? Their desire is going to be fulfilled. America is that the Most High going to preserve some of them for the elect.
Right.
You understand? Some of them with them nice quick tits.
Yeah.
You know, and free was eating.
Some of them is GX too.
Yeah, because you know some of them women will be eating that good food.
Yeah.
You saw them don't eat fresh. You know, eat raw. Yeah. So some of them will be pure enough for us to go into and we go dead. So they say all flesh will be willing. They have our power. Right? So they're not going to buck up. And by nature, these other nations, they don't buck up to the men. You understand? Except for when they start to humiliate the woman. Right? Yeah. When Eve becomes your friend, yeah, all hell will be
spoiled. This is Wisdom of Solomon. I'm going to finish out this. Back in 2nd Ezra chapter 2 verse 8, verse 9, he said, whose land lieth in coals of pitch and heap of ashes, even so also will I do unto them that hear me not, said the Almighty Lord. Good. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, verse good. Verse 23. For a while they slew their children in sacrifice, and he said, or used secret ceremony, or made reveling for strange rites. They keep neither life nor marriage any longer undefiled. And we don't go into the homosexual with men and men. That's
something on there, and they say like back then we have everybody which culture where you just take a woman, you just have whoever they want to do with them with temple. So they couldn't exist. So they say marriage defiled.
That is these are the temple harlots to like you'll have this room for goddess Diana. Private harlot for goddess Diana. So the men will come in and have sex with her. Talking about the crazy goddess Diana. That is Arab woman who said she was raped. No, she said she was raped and men come in there, she and rape she and she was in prostitution and thing. Now woman basically was selling she now, taking money from men and the men come on to she and have sex with she and thing. After the woman say basically die she life there because she can't get married and she can't have a family. So that should make them understand that once a woman is not a virgin or once a woman is not pure, she not fit for marriage. It's only chick that's have 5 and 6 men, 10, 12 men and then go and marry. Horse, man, woman, everybody. Animals feel like
Caligula Caesar.
Yeah.
Mad Caesar. Who was that? The movie itself very explicit.
I couldn't even watch the movie. I just had to fast forward through certain scenes. It was unbearable for my spirit.
Well, if I may say, right here in Trinidad for Carnival going there, right? Somebody who I know went and worked security for an orgy party.
Never watch the club right up here with it.
And you know what he said? He said, what was going on there? He couldn't take it. He had to come and walk by the door. He said, man, doing the nastiness right there in front. When you open the door, you see it. And he said, Samuel L. Jackson has come down in that party every year. Easy in the country.
You know, let's come down here to Jake? I'm not saying that Morgan Freeman has been in it. I don't know, but I know Morgan Freeman has been down.
I'm not saying he's not, but the deal is not going on here in the States. With your prayer set up, say, but you don't even believe the things that I see. They have Hollywood parties on them. Hollywood parties on them that you're entering to. You believe it? You understand? The kind of things that you go see, you can see a man who can how did us get down, and that way how they get down to get in the resource system.
Yeah. This model boy, his name boy, I forget his name, right? But we break it down. Not TDX boy, not next man boy, I have his name boy. He's to be model. He's a model and he's riding to bike and he's model for them bikes and Tyson Beckford. They're trying to bring him in. We went to the party and they're asking him, he said, what? You ready? He's like, you keep on asking him, he's like, what my partner was, keep on asking me like, you ready for it? You ready for him to and he's like, well, there's not a party there, you ready to go into the room? In that room, there's one turn him out. He refused. Now I don't hear about him, but at least that we say back then, because he was in life like quite a while. You understand? But like, that party was supposed to give his ass up to make it out there. Huh?
So there's going to bend over forward now. get through. Fuck that.
Pastor, this whole thing is away.
Psalm Leviticus 20 and 13 says, if a man also lie with mankind, as he lied with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination, they shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them.
Blood shall be upon them. Right? Because it's an abomination. It's not the Constitution. Yeah, there's an abomination. A man having long hair. It's supposed to be 14. Even nature itself, three of them is faggots. Watch it, you can see that? Three fucking faggots, flaming faggots. And why you saying flame? Because they're going to burn up in flames. Understand?
And step-sisters and lesbians. Step-sisters and lesbians. See, when they're in that lifestyle, the face is countenance.
Yeah, no, that's why what I said. I had to see because the scripture says in Isaiah, even the countenance with witness against them. So when that Sodomite and full of brothers say, hey, I can watch that whole however long or something long that Sodomite and he couldn't load even that shit. Right? But what I did, I watched his face, I watched his countenance and mark that fucking spirit. To mark that confused spirit. You understand? And hey, the brothers went to porn. What's all they said? So I'm speaking to myself and all brothers. Because why I said, you know, because cleansing starts with you first. Because one of the things he testified is that he was an ex-sodomite and then he started to go back into watching porn. Right? And then from that he started to progress. So you know the spirit's there, the demons there. Right? I didn't even want to know. There's like people ask the question. It's a question. How could a man watch a man with breasts and a rod and I didn't even want to know. All I want to know what your spirit look like. And I to stay clear away from fucking, stay clear away from it. Right?
Let's say something. Let's hear about alcoholics who stop drinking for 40 years and they take a drink and they go back to being alcoholic. They see about people who are smoking, they smoke for a lot of years and then they quit smoking and over 20 something years they ain't smoking. They see people smoking, they passing that and they smoke. How they been getting enticed to go back in that?
Because what? It's heavy demons are coming, especially now, the Lord bring judgment. As you just read, his first sentence against him. So when he went and touched back into the sin, and he was in judge immediately, right? He said to feed the flesh more than feed the spirit. Instead of rebuking Satan, she just said, resist the devil and he shall flee. Instead of resisting the devil and rebuking Satan, because Satan came and he tempted Yahushai. Yahushai went and fasted 40 days and 40 nights. In other words, he stopped the house. Right? He kept spiritual. And what he do? When Satan came, even with subtlety, because he used the scriptures, right? He said, hey, as it is written, thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God. As with scriptures, as it is written, means the spirit of the scriptures. Right? So he resisted the devil. That's what he said.
I never hear about that ex-sodomite. Somebody who stopped being a sodomite and go straight after that.
No. Going back to 1 Corinthians chapter 6, the scriptures talk about men being lovers of themselves, which goes back to homosexuality. And it says, as were some of you. So they're going to have ex-homosexuals. But as the apostles was breaking it down, once you are washed, when you was ignorant of the righteousness of Yahweh, and you are washed and cleansed because you come into the truth and it's shown to you through the scriptures, you're supposed to be cleansed and never return back to that abomination. Alright? You're not supposed to return back. What he did, he fed into the spirit and the flesh. He fed the flesh. He fed. When it went into the soul, the scripture says the soul is what? The seat of appetite. Right? He fed the appetite. He fed his desire, his lust for men. He fed the fucking desire for men. You understand? And this is what they're doing out here. They're feeding the flesh, the desire for men. Romans 1:24, Baba Bashar.
Yes, so yeah. And he was saying he was watching what porn. What kind of fucking porn he was watching? Charlie porn. He was watching porn with man. He was watching porn with women.
But that is what he say. That is what he say.
Oh, it's porn with men?
Yeah.
No.
That is what he say.
Finish.
So he was watering. He was throwing manure. He was throwing his fertilizer. Put off the old man. Multiply that flesh. Romans 8, multiply that flesh.
That talk in your mind. Sometimes if I like you know that we say somebody in the world and like they sit up for me and they're talking, but they really mean that. That thought that's coming in your mind like, yo, like by that turn on quick mouth on you, you're going to what's it?
These people different. I went on a job. I was working on Sunday. And they call, they say, a tour coming. Right? And I carry these two people on a tour, walk through the job. Show them. And this man, a mature man, a big man. And he asked him about the thing because he works in the company. But he works in a different section. So he asked him to explain to him. And this, a big man, I think was a man 50, 60 years old. Yeah, I think that. I don't like that. And I don't like that. I keep on walking away from the man.
I don't like you put your face up to me too much, you know. Them spirits is coming in your mind that I that's rebuke the spirit one time.
And what I have noticed within myself, you see people who go through that certain level of tertiary education, they go to the university and the college and their masters and their doctors and shit. They have that kind of familiarity with people, and I don't fucking like it. That's the one part that is so stupid. I don't like it. These people, the Lord said we are separate. You have a reason why we don't get along. When I go to work, I actually from morning, I will reach to work and I will sit down in my car, I will do what I do, pop my videos, whatever, study, whatever, right? And I would not fraternize with these people. It's only when necessary.
Right. It's Romans chapter 1, verse 24. Wherefore the Most High also give them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own heart. To the lust of their own heart.
Their own mind. To their own lust. Up here. It's up here. They're up there. He feed that fertilizer, he water it. Right? Pull out the weeds and he salt it. You understand? What?
He said to dishonor their own body between themselves.
He give man, he blow rod. Man, what kind of
Verse 25, he said, who changed the truth of the Most High into a lie and worship and serve the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever, so let it be. For this cause the Most High Yahweh give them up unto vile affection.
The Most High give you a vile affection, right? The Most High showed you mercy. He showed you the beloved Son, the Redeemer of the nation of Israel, right? And you turn your back on that to feed evil spirits. Why?
For even their women, they change the natural use to that which is against nature.
Yeah.
And likewise,
some of these women, and they say they are silly women, right? Laden with what? With devils? Forget what it goes. Silly women. Laden with iniquity, sin. Right? And these are the same ones that when they want to be with you, want to fucking control you. Once a lady smack you, hey.
Your friend from my wife make a joke and what? She think I don't want to look at the evil talk.
That joke?
That ain't a fucking joke, but
are you white?
Yo, I see why you fucking old child.
Yeah, lose your finger. That's the end of the marriage.
Yo, I'm back there on the fucking house. Yo, why?
She parents what I want to know who she was.
Yeah,
who she was.
he was telling about that black man, and then he was telling about the next man again. He said that the next man, say what? Don't make that joke again with me, girl. But then if I want to tell me about that man,
talk too much.
The man putting on a run by and
fix it.
I don't want to talk about that. And I review for him too. You see what you do there in that room?
That's all. Now,
yeah, verse 26. For this cause the Most High give them up unto vile affection. Even their women, they change the natural use. He said into that which is against nature.
It's against nature. For a man supposed to lie down with a woman to what? Children. Right? So what they're doing is against nature. Actually, so somebody put that up as a meme or as a status. When I can't talk about a woman up there and she giving birth to the doctor there. And she crying. There's no fault. I take it there and the last one she say, if it is, let me put it in the back door basically. Right? We never had this problem. Then I saw the doctor giving him a box. So in other words, the doctor, they promoted him enough. Yeah. You understand? So guess what? This anal sex is an abomination and it's not natural. These things are not natural.
If anybody don't know the scriptures and don't use the scriptures as a guideline, they will fall into chapters at these first easy. People in this world will fall in chapters at these first easy. You know why? They don't believe in the scriptures, don't like the scriptures. They're always against the scriptures, talking about it was written so much at times. But the scriptures can lay down perfect rules. The scripture says it's an abomination. Hey, guess what? When they give you leave off the scripture, somebody don't follow that guideline and they go into the world and they follow the one mind, you fall into that trap easy. We don't tell yourself what? It's feeling good. But then when I remember the scripture, he said, nah, boy, this ain't right, boy. You know what I mean? In your spirit itself, so you're supposed to say, yo, this is right. But what does keep men on this right track here? And why that brother speak? Supposed to get on that brother. He wasn't into the scriptures. In the first place, if he was into the scriptures more than what that bullshit, he would have never fall into that trap.
I think Romans 13 verse 1. Is that Romans 13 or Romans 12 says that